Hi guys, well we start off this basic kit with the building of the jet intake on it, which had huge injector pin marks right inside the mouth, and it had a fairly big seam down the side of it. So we spent quite a bit of time sanding and filing and filling on this part to make it nice and smooth. You can see there we've got the seam pretty much taken care of. Next we move on to the cockpit and pilot, which is again very basic. This is a skill level 2 kit. It's only got about 60 parts in it. So we painted up our pilot and did some washes and dry brushing on him, and to give him a little bit of depth. And look, even though once you put him under the canopy, you don't see a whole lot. So that's that. We decided to put this one in flight, so we had to build in the gear doors. It took a little bit of extra engineering to get those to fit properly and to fill in where they should, but that all worked out without too much difficulty. As you can see, they fit is pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. And we're gonna throw that highly detailed cockpit into the bottom half of the fuselage. We got a 2-piece canopy, which I dipped in the future, make it a little extra shiny. And we painted the top half of the cockpit. And we got our washi tape on it meant to mask off the canopy. We're going to go ahead and glue that on, and it'll stay through the rest of the build. So we primed this one in gray automotive primer, and then we used the dark ghost gray for the darker color on it. And then we get to a picture of it right away, but the inside of the intake was painted in off-white, just like on the regular aircraft. You see the primer serves as my light ghost gray for the bottom. And we got the decals thrown on and got it flat coated and everything. So overall, this is an easy kit to do. Not a ton of seam work other than that intake. So the decals when this old kit were shot, so I had to get aftermarket decals put on it. For the engine nozzle, we did the extreme metals and the various colors to get that to emulate the burnt metal. For the base, it's a dollar store Michael's dollar wood oak craft oval. So I printed a decal part, and then we painted it and put it on decal on the base. So here was the video. Hi guys, this will be just a quick short video on a quick build I did. This is a monogram F-16A kit that I wanted to raffle at an IPMS show last fall. Just for giggles, I dug it out of the box and threw it together. Raised panel lines, the decals were shot. I had ordered new decals for it. About 6 assembly steps total. I mean, nothing outrageous. But I think it turned out pretty nice for what it is. We did it in the in the 90s paint scheme with the two colors, the light and dark gray, ghost grays paint scheme with the low vis insignia. And we got sorry, I'm locked up for a second. We got it's slightly armored. It's only got the 2 sidewinders on it. Didn't come with any other ordnance or racks to it. It was actually fairly decent for the kid. Not too much trouble on seam work or anything like that. A little bit on the intake. Tube and jet intake, engine intake, but that was about it. Other than a few, little normal seams. We did the Ghost Gray paint scheme. We used the AK Extreme Metals on the engine nozzle. We used the some titanium, pale burnt metal, dark burnt metal, jet exhaust, and even a little stainless steel on that. And I'll zoom in on here a little bit here in a second. So the decals in the kit were shot, so we had to get some aftermarket ones, which I got picked up off of eBay for, they were $7 or $8, which was about 10 times what I spent for the kit, because I said I got it out of a raffle. 12 tickets for $10, and I came home with eight kits out of those 12. Well, I should take that back. I came home with 7 because I sold the 8th one at the show for $50. So actually, they paid me I got paid about $8 to win this kit. So I broke even on it. So it's just very plain and simple. No super detail to it at all. But it looks nice. And it's going to fit just fine for what I wanted it for. Something to sit on the shelf. Me trying to zoom in here a little bit on the base that I did for it, which was just those little inexpensive oval craft plaques from Michaels. I think it was like $1 or $2 for it, which I painted, sanded it, filled it, primed it, painted it with blue metallic, and then I printed up the decal for it from an image that I stole off the internet. The Falcon, behind the Falcon, which I'll put up in the video. I'll have a shot of that so you can see it a little better. And I think it turned out pretty well. Makes for a nice little base. Again, and I've got about $3 in that, so you can see this is not a high budget build. But say I'm happy with it, and it'll look just fine. Sitting on my shelf. Is it a contest model? No, not even. But it looks good, and for basically being box stock, other than the decals and the stand I built, I'm happy with it. It's and good results. One other thing on the stand, which is a neat little trick that I want to pass along. Move down here a little bit, and then I'll zoom in. Again, I like doing stuff on the cheap and finding and repurposing things. If I can zoom in here. The post is, which I won't focus on it now, but it's actually a crochet hook, crochet needle, and for the bend I actually bent it right at the flat spot on it. And you can get, like, again, at the craft store or Walmart, you get several of them for couple of dollars, and you can get them. And another option is the same area you can get the knitting needles in all kinds of various sizes. Some of them are hollow, and some of them are solid, depending on the size. But they usually come already nice in a nice finish. A lot of times they come in different colors, a bit like an anodized finish. So it makes a real good, inexpensive way to get a post for your stands. So again, this is just a craft oval, so I got about $4 invested in the whole works. And so that's our quick build on the Monogram F16. Hope you like it, and you can see a little something purplish in the background, which will be featured in our next video on the community box stock build.